All right, welcome back, guys, for the second video of today's notes. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up these three problems. So find the total surface area of the figure below. It's two cones base to base, both with radius 12. So I'm going to go in straight away and mark that. This is 12. And now let's go ahead and it says to leave it in terms of pi, so we're going to have to leave it uh, as a full, like as a non-rounded answer, so exact answer. All right. So here we go. If my height from this cone on the left is 5, that means we have a right triangle right here. And as you guys probably, I hope that you already kind of see what type of triangle this is, or what type of triple. This is a 5, 12, 13 triple. And then here we go. We've got another one on the right side. This is 16. I'm going to write 16 here. And this looks to be a 3, 4, 5. 3 times 4, 4 times 4, 5 times 4, giving us 20 on the side here. So I've got my heights, I've got my slant heights, I've got my radius. That's pretty much all I need to start solving for this total surface area. So first, let's go ahead and start with the perimeter. Perimeter here is going to be, if you guys remembered, is essentially 2 pi uh, times h, or 2 pi r, sorry. So 2, you can tell I'm sick. So 2 pi r is going to be 12. Remember that the perimeter of a circle essentially is just pi r, 2 pi r. It's a circumference. So my perimeter here is 24 pi. That's my first answer. My slant height is going to be, and I'm gonna do slant height in green because we have two slant heights. So let's go slant height in green. That's 13. And then I'm gonna go slant height in purple. That's 20, right? So the one on the left is 13. The one in purple is, well, 20. That means that I'm gonna turn this a different color just so we don't get confused. Dial blue. And now let's go ahead and find my surface area. So my surface area here is going to be my lateral area for the left, the green, and then the lateral area of the right, the purple. So let's stay in blue. Surface area is equal to lateral area of, and then plus lateral area of the purple. All right, let's do it. So back to green. My lateral area here, remember that's half P times L plus half P times L. So let's finish this up. 1/2 times 24 pi times 13 plus 1/2 times 24 pi again times 20. I'm sorry that it's looking a little messy. Um, I'll try to clean that up a little bit in a second. Or I guess I'll clean up the rest of my handwriting here. All right, so half of 24, so 12 times 13 ends up being 156 pi. Let's stay in green. 156 pi is the lateral area on the left. On the right should be 240 pi. So my total answer, my surface area of these cones is going to be 396 pi feet squared. And that's how we want to keep our answers. Cool. So it wasn't anything too bad. In this case, we don't have to add the base because the base is where they're joined in. So we're done here. So it's just the lateral area plus the lateral area. Very simple. So let's go ahead and do now number 6. So notice that here we've got a square pyramid and a square prism. So, or I guess in this case, it's a rectangular prism. But so let's go ahead and just do these. So I'm gonna stick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write that the left side here is gonna be my. Let's do pyramid first because let's go top to bottom. Pyramid, and then on the right side we've got the prism. Boom. All right. So let's do pyramid first. Pyramid is equal, well, pyramid. Perimeter of the pyramid is equal to, well, uh, 12, 12, 12, 12. So 4 times 12, giving me 48. The slant height of the pyramid is already given. That's 8. So this is all in inches. The base is 12 squared, which is just 144 inches squared. How do I know that? Well, again, these are 12. The area of the base here is 12 times 12. And then the lateral area, well, that's half E times L. So the lateral area here is going to be half of 48 times 8. So lateral area ends up being 192 inches squared, and we're done. We did it with this pyramid. Now let's go ahead and find the lateral area of the prism followed by the base. And then we're going to go ahead and add everything together. Now, why am I only doing the lateral area? Well, remember the base is where they're conjoined here. So we don't essentially need it. As a matter of fact, yeah, we kind of didn't need it. I don't know why I ended up finding it. But actually, the base here is going to end up being the same base as the pyramid. So we're going to go ahead and do it that way. So let's go ahead and finish this up. So prism. All right, here we go. Perimeter is equal to uh same thing as the pyramid, 48 inches, right? 12 plus 12 plus 12. My height for this, well, it was given. It's 3 inches. And then my base, well, we already found our base. The base of the pyramid is the base of that prism, so it's 144 inches squared. So lateral area. Here, what we are trying to find is we're trying to find the lateral area of the prism plus the base because that's going to give us the total. So the lateral area here is just going to be perimeter times height plus the base. So perimeter is 48, height is 3, base is 144. So it looks like my total here ends up being 288 inches squared. Sweet. So now we just add both of these together and we get our total surface area. So our surface area total is going to be 288 plus 192, giving us 480 inches squared. Wonderful. Okay. Right. So dividing things into two separate parts like this can be very helpful. So now, first problem of the notes, this cake, as they say. You want to make a cake that has 3 layers: a cylinder, a a smaller cylinder, and a cone. Because of the odd size of the cake, you are unsure of how much frosting you will need to buy. You need to find the surface area of the cake that will be frosted in order to buy the correct amount of frosting. Assume that there will be no frosting in between layers and that the bottom of the cake will not be frosted. Describe how you will find the surface area of the cake by writing out a general equation. So actually here we don't even have to solve for anything. We're just going to create a general equation for this. So let's go ahead and start top to bottom, I think. So my surface area here, well, let's see, what do we have? Well, we're going to have to find, let's go ahead and just label these. I'm going to say that this is lateral area 1, lateral area 2, and then lateral area 3. Now, one other thing that I'm going to go ahead uh, and kind of want to point out is we're going to call this base 2 because we're going to need to subtract that from the big base, which is in this case, right, the purple shaded area is going to be base 3. And again, this says that there's no cake at between layers and that the bottom will also not be frosted. So we don't want this space either. So, but we do want the top here. So let's go ahead and see. So easy peasy, right? First, we're gonna have to find the lateral area of number of the first thing of the cone. Super easy. Then we're gonna find the lateral area of the cylinder. And then here, right, we have to find um and I don't and what I kind of want to do is there's two ways of doing this, right? So you can take it either way that you want. I kind of want to do it this way, but if you guys wanted to do it another way, you can talk amongst each other and how you guys would do it. But personally, what I would do is I would find the lateral area of the third cylinder or of the third shape. Then I would add the base three, right? Base three, the base of the third cylinder or of the third shape, this here. But remember, we're adding this entire base, so we need to subtract away base two, which is this one right here. And that's how I would do it. Now, if you wanted to do surface area of the entire cylinder at the bottom, subtract away the base here and subtract this way, you can do it that way too. But I figured this is how I would do it personally if I had to do this myself. And that's it. Actually, that's all we had to do. So this problem wasn't even that difficult. We didn't have to solve anything on here. Just write a general formula. So there we go. We're done. I hope you guys have a great break, and I'm hoping to be recovered by then, and ready to actually teach you guys some way that's not virtual. So have a great break, guys. Be safe, and I will see you guys on Monday after break.